I'm trying to do this vlog and get breakfast going for the kids at the exact same time. So I thought it was early, but I had the wrong room. Like I said, I could videotape you guys the whole time. Awesome. Look at how awesome that is. Look at the size of that piece of bluestone.
Yeah.
What was the hardest thing for you guys to make a decision?
All right, so here I am. They said. Good morning, everybody. I'm trying to do this vlog and get breakfast going for the kids at the exact same time every morning. Anyways, so what my plan today is to do is just kind of show you my routine. Today I've got a meeting, a collective collaboration of pond minds over there at Aquascape. From there I have to work on a couple bids. I might even try to sneak in working on a couple bids during the meeting. Shh, don't tell anybody because I'm supposed to be really focused on what they're talking about. I have to stop by a past customer, visit with them, see how Chris and the guys did. You know Chris. Chris finished up last week. Just make sure the customer's happy. I have a consultation a little bit later, and I think that's it. So I'm gonna take you kind of through my day. I hope you enjoy it. Let's go to the office. And we're off. I have about a 45-minute drive to Aquascape. Today I plan to do it in 35 minutes because I want to sneak in a cup of coffee. All right, got the coffee, check. Next stop, Aquascape, here we go. So we are here. I did not make it in 35 minutes, but I am early. And one thing that Greg has always told me, late is not an option. At Aquascape, being late is never, ever, ever acceptable. If you can't figure out how to get here when you need to get here, then get early. And so I've always tried to make it a point to get here as early as I can. I am 10 minutes early actually, so I might be a little bit off my schedule, but I'm actually 10 minutes earlier to the meeting. Let's go get set up for this collaboration of pond minds. Being early, I get to choose wherever I want to sit. So I thought it was early, but I had the wrong room.
Brian's vlogging happen eventually. And then
all right, meeting's over. It was kind of long, but very knowledgeable. It's great to have everybody in the same room together. Now I'm off to go meet with that customer. And then a consultation. I think that's it. All right, next stop, customer's house. All right, pulling up to the project we just finished. I'm actually genuinely excited to think of it. They've lived with it now for a little more than a week. Just want to hear how they're interacting with the new pond and how the family likes it, right? Because really so many of our customers do this for the exact same reason. It's something they don't realize how much family engagement comes with a properly built water feature. So let's see how they like it. Hey! Like I said, I could videotape you guys the whole time. How have you been?
Good.
Good.
We love it.
do ya?
Yeah.
Is it awesome?
I can't wait till I get patio chairs out there.
Right? Yeah, I can't wait to see it.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was nice of Chris to stop out yesterday.
Yeah, I didn't even know he was gonna do that. So that's awesome. Oh my gosh. Look at how awesome that is. Look at the size of that piece of bluestone.
Yeah.
It's enormous.
Yes.
What a difference. What was the hardest thing for you guys to make a decision? Like, was the picture painted clearly? And did you understand everything that we were gonna do, or was it kind of a leap of faith?
I mean, I guess it was a little bit of a leap of faith, but you know, like already having the hole dug, we kind of felt like we already.
I mean, because the
where
pond.
it was going to
The
be,
idea behind the
kind of
flagstone
space
was,
it was going to
yeah,
take
we knew the
up.
pond was going to look great, but incorporating the patio in there, whether we should be going, what type of.
So after going to the retail store, you guys could visualize what the new pond was gonna look like, even though your other pond looks so much different.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So the retail store actually helped.
Yes.
And then did I send you guys pictures?
Yes. You
Did
sent
I?
us pictures as well of some of the different your own.
Yeah, and you went through on your iPad with a lot of pictures
Oh, good,
of
good.
previous projects.
So many customers want me to do drawings. Did I do a drawing for you guys?
No.
Thank God. Right?
Yes.
Mike had asked.
Yeah.
Right?
I asked if you were going to do one, and you said, "Trust me on this one." And
Oh, I think
it
you
was
actually said so. I think you said so. What's next? You do the 3D walkthrough
yeah.
with the drone
3D
That's the next
footage,
step.
Yeah.
and I was like, yeah, no, right? Can you understand why we don't do a drawing though?
Yes.
Like, there's no way to draw what that looks like.
Well, and I feel like as they're building it,
Mm-hmm.
you know, there's tweaks that are going to happen, and there's things that are going to look better, you know, once they're actually in
Sure.
the pond.
What do you think? So you brought up like as they were building. What do you think of the crew?
They were fantastic.
They were awesome.
Chris even offered to bring me coffee.
Yeah, good.
He was
Oh, I've
courtesy
taught
call
him
when
so
they were
well.
Like 20 minutes out. It was really nice. And
Yep.
We didn't answer the doorbell right away because it was 7:15 and we didn't get the call that they had called.
No.
Saying they're on their way. So they just came back and started unloading their stuff, and
They were fantastic.
they were really nice, and yeah, they were really good with the boys. The boys were like really excited to see like where the fish were gonna go and how they were gonna get back in there. And,
Oh, cool.
and Chris was explaining to the boys how it was all connected with the skimmer and the waterfall. And then a few days later, our oldest was explaining that to one of his friends. He was like lifting up the fake stone. and
Oh, that's
explaining it to
awesome.
them.
Well, and they showed up every day on time, exactly
Yeah.
when we expected them, which
So tell
hasn't
It's
always
like,
been the
I'll
case
be
with all
done.
Okay.
contractors.
Enough of the crew. Chris understands that you like them, and the guys are great. Blah blah blah. So what an incredible transformation! Taking a pond basically built out of retaining wall stone and adding natural boulders. The pond got a slightly bigger. They put in this big patio. I just love the huge patio stone right here that cantilevers out over the water. I don't know if you can see this, but they even reused some of the patio stone to support that thing. So that goes in underneath there, supporting this wall. Just a really cool look. You have no idea that it's under there, but a huge cantilever. You can pull off these really big cantilevers when you have really big stones. So that's a good 7-foot stone by 4 foot wide. You can see some other big pieces in here. Got our skimmer box. Biofall's over in there. The berm looks a little bit more appropriate and to scale with the size of the yard and the pond. And then you can see, even more important, how clear this water is. We've got some fish in there already. These were fish that were living in that old pond and are loving life right now, even though it's 40 degrees and rainy here in Chicago. And I think the thing that really takes this pond to the next level is the setting, like having this 3-season room looking out to the pond, and then eventually the door is going to come over here by Mike, and with a couple stairs coming down, and he can sit out here, a couple other friends as he barbecues, and then the pass-through window will be really cool. All right, another job successfully finished. Great job, guys. So that's always super cool for me. Visit with past customers, kind of do that final walkthrough. It was also really cool to for me to hear that Chris had taken it upon himself to stop by and visit with the customer as well. One of my favorite parts of the jobs was always seeing the reaction. So to see that they're happy, to see that the boys loved it, to see the transformation that pond made, super rewarding for me still. We'll see if I can do something a little bit more productive for the company today, like make them some money. So next stop, office, then off to the south suburbs of Chicago, where I'm gonna design somebody else's dream. All right, guys, got my stuff, protractor, gonna need that later tonight. I got my scale, got some stuff for my consultation, my backpack, that's got everything else I need in it. And now we're heading down south. All right, so here I am. They said yes. This is the space I get to work in. Kind of, you can see the pool over here. Big backyard. So a big open palette. One of the biggest concerns with a big space like this is making sure it's to scale. I always use the analogy, I don't want to put something in that looks like a 5-gallon bucket in a football field. And they've got 10 acres here, so it's definitely more than a football field. So let me show you kind of what we came up with. What we're gonna do is, you know, the view from inside the house is always king, but we're gonna start a very low waterfall over in here. Nothing too big. They're concerned, and rightfully so, concerned about the sound of the waterfall here with this new pavilion structure that's gonna go in here. And with a big pavilion, sometimes that sound can echo through that a little bit, causing it to be more annoying than pleasant. And so we never want customers to be able to, you know, have to talk over the sound of a waterfall. So we're gonna have a nice sized waterfall in here, you know, a little wider than higher, maybe 3 to 4 feet wide, kind of dropping this way. It's gonna twist and turn. Now this grade, I don't know if you can tell, but it really gently slopes down that way. And so this stream's gonna kind of come now using the natural topography to its advantage. Little babbly brook type waterfalls. And then right about in here, we're gonna do a big stone slab bridge that takes them out into the yard.
I don't want to totally close this off, and the only way to get off the patio is to go all the way around that way. So this big bridge invites you to still go out and explore what's in the yard. It'll probably go to a bench that sits back over in there, just give them some type of destination past the bridge. But then underneath the bridge, the stream will continue and then open up into a very large, shallow pool. It'll still be a pondless waterfall, but with 12 inches of standing water over the top of it. His idea is really, he just wants to see a big body of open water. Not really concerned about the fish, but more the aesthetic look of the open water. So we want to get a 15 by 18 foot area of open water in here using all hand-selected moss rock. It's a project I'm genuinely excited about. It'll look really cool. And to close it off and make sure it doesn't feel like still that 5-gallon bucket in the football field, do some bigger planting beds back behind him where we can get some height kind of in the foreground, making this space feel a little bit more intimate so your eyes don't carry so far that way. So yeah, genuinely excited about the project, and I think that's my last stop for the day. I'm gonna call the wife, see if she needs everything. But thanks for joining me today. Had fun. Hopefully you guys learned something. If not, tell me what you would like to see. I can do this type of stuff all day long. I actually had fun doing this today, and I'd love to take you guys along on more car rides and my day-to-day process. Until next week, we'll see you later. Bye.